Hey guys, it is Meg Monday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend and are starting out really well and having an intentionally good Monday. Because honestly, how we think about what our week's going to look like or our day is exactly the way it will probably turn out. That is why today I am talking about the lies that we believe and how when we start believing those lies or telling ourselves lies, and that is something like, oh, that could never happen to me, or gosh, I've tried everything, I'll never be able to lose weight. I've tried everything, I'll never be successful. Oh, I'm not good enough to do that. I am not a good enough person to be able to tell someone my story, or they're going to think that I'm horrible if I tell them who I really am. Okay, so first of all, those are all lies. And second of all, they will all come true if that's what we continue to think. It's really interesting. There is this little system in our brain. It is called the reticulating activation system, RAS. I think that's what it's called. But let me explain. If I buy a white Honda Accord, all of a sudden I start seeing every white Honda Accord on the planet. They drive by me and they are always around. And who knew so many people had white Honda Accords? That is what the RAS system does. It's a system in our brain that when we focus on something, we start seeing the reality of it. And that goes for if I think I can't change my health, I will start seeing reasons why I can't change my health. And it's interesting because then it just reinforces that lie. So, I am reading this book. I love to read. You guys know me. It is called Winning the War in Your Mind. It's by Craig Groeschel. I think I said that right. But it is fascinating because he talks about how we actually can take captive our thoughts. And the first step to really being able to make a change in our thoughts is to really start writing down the things that we believe or that we hear ourselves telling ourselves. I hear the one of health and I can't lose weight so often because of what I do. But it also goes beyond that. It's, do you tell yourself that you're a bad parent because you see your child doing something wrong? Do you tell yourself that you're not good enough? What are the lies you tell yourself? And I really want you to think along those lines this week of what is it that you're telling yourself? Are you telling yourself all the negative, bad things? Or are you telling yourself that you are fearfully and wonderfully made? That you are loved by the creator who created you and he created you for a purpose. Are you telling yourself that, man, I am strong. Look what I have accomplished, or look what I have survived. There are so many things that we take for granted that we think are out of our control, and we think, oh, I've always been like this. Guess what? When we think I've always been like this, we will continue more likely to be like that. But the point of my conversation today is you can change. You can change if you want to, but you can change. The first thing you need to really look at is, what are the things you tell yourself? I can tell you, for the longest time, I would tell myself, I'm stupid, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm not capable. Oh gosh, guys, the list goes on. I could tell you a bajillion lies that I told myself for so very long. But the key to what changed was when I realized that it was a lie. Nobody had ever told me that I could change my thoughts. I had no clue. And what I realized is I didn't want to live with those thoughts anymore. I didn't want to, the one of the biggest lies that I always told myself was, I am not going to be able to get over my anxiety. I will always live like this, and it's always going to be like this. And it really stunk, let me tell you, because I didn't want to live like that. But I kept telling myself I couldn't get over it. And it wasn't until I started really working on my thoughts. And don't get me wrong, guys, this is not something that happened overnight. This is definitely something that took work, it took time, and I needed help. I needed someone to help me and to show me that those thoughts were lies and that there was a different way of living. One of my favorite scriptures that I want to leave you guys with is Paul is talking to the church in Philippians. It's Philippians 4, verse 8. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Guys, we are what we think. And when we tell ourselves the negative bits and pieces of the lies, we are creating that reality. But guess what? The good news? You have the power to change. You just have to take the first step. So I am asking you today to take that first step and look at the thoughts that you think on a regular basis and write it down. Figure out what those lies that you're telling yourself are, so that then you can flip the switch and start telling yourself the truth. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope that was helpful, and go enjoy the day that you've been given. Have a good one.